Hey guys, what's going on? Flawless Crested Geckos here. Will, Audra.
Hi.
Coming to you guys with another video. This video is actually going to be about the state of lily whites. I think we've been trying to pay attention to everything as far as the market, lilies, caps, sables, Xanthics, everything. We have seen a drastic overall dip in the lily white market on the outside looking in, but honestly for us, we've had to adjust prices as well.
Absolutely. Any business has had to adjust their prices.
Absolutely.
That is normal though. People get really freaked out and really scared about investing in things in these times, but honestly these are the times when you need to be investing because it's a cycle, a business cycle. It happens constantly.
And we feel like with lily whites, there's still how do you say levels of lily whites.
Absolutely. So, I mean, across the board in Cresties, you have differences in structure, you have differences in patterns, you have differences in colors, and some are more sought after than others. So when you're talking about lilies, you've got lilies that are high coverage, like white, high expression lilies, and then you have your lower expression lilies, you have red lilies.
Now you can have low expression lilies with good or great structure as well.
Absolutely. So it really just depends on the quality of the lily versus just saying, okay, I have a lily white, it's worth $1,000.
And when she says the quality of lily, you're talking about the totality of circumstances. So
exactly.
All those things she just talked about is the totality of circumstances when you start mentioning the quality of the lily. Lot comes into play, not just lineage and having that, but also not excluding lineage, that's included as well. But when you start working with lineage, when you start working with lilies, you want to know right out the gate, what do you want to do with it? What color, what expression of the lily, everything Audra just talked about. What do you want to do with it? What do you want that gene to do for your program? Once you figure that out, if you just want the lily gene, then yeah, you can go out there and get any lily you want to get. It doesn't really matter.
But if you have a red program or a phantom program, then you're gonna want to search out a specific lily. Hey guys, Flawless Crested Geckos here, Will and Audra.
And we're here to tell you guys about our new Patreon tier. Have you guys ever played the lottery, lose, and get all your money back?
That's not really a thing, is it? Oh, but yes it is. With our new tier, the $100 a month, you get every single bit of your money back for the entire year. But guess what? It doesn't end at the end of the year. No, you have rollover. So you can continue to build your savings account as much as you would like. But guess what? That's not all.
That's right.
What is the biggest perk?
Are automatically entered for our annual free Xanthic giveaway. Visual Xanthic.
A free visual Xanthic. Oh my gosh. Who does that? We do.
That's right. So you guys are going to want to go over to patreon.com/Flawless Crested Geckos and check us out.
Join the Flawless family. That's really.
So we brought this up because we haven't had too much trouble at all moving. Still currently in the current market, our lily whites that we produce as well, and we're thankful because when we got into lily, we actually imported a lot of ours. Brought a few here in the States, but we imported a lot of ours directly from Lilly Exotics, and thank them so much for allowing us to be, because that was a process to be able to go through and get it from them. But they were great people to deal with, especially during a time where the demand was extremely high. So when you have supply, a supply and demand situation, that's exactly what it is. The demand is high, but the supply is low.
I remember back then we
were sitting there rushing like, open the email. The process was you were literally like it was a live view. You would have like a pic of, they have all the information, awesome pictures, everything. You have 20 something lilies there, and then tell you this weighs this is male, this is female, and you're literally actively in a live view watching lilies disappear.
Disappear.
So you're literally watching them go.
Like,
so we're like,
which one?
so we're trying to pick multiple, which was a problem.
Yes.
Because if we wanted to pick one, it would have been easier.
Yeah.
But we were trying to get like 4, and so we're and 2 different people were
Yeah.
trying to agree. And we're like, oh well, now we finalized it. We want these. Oh wait, only 2 is available left.
So we
now.
grabbed the 2.
Yeah, so it's
and
like,
we ended up with one AWOL, which we ended up selling. We sold him, but
actually, yeah, we saw him. Brian
got him.
Yeah.
And then we have Ghost, who is still with us, who is one of our OG.
We still have him. Yep. But it was an amazing process to go through, and we just kind of wanted to elaborate a little bit as far as gene. And this can go for any gene.
It really
you have
can.
to see what you want to do.
But we just wanted to kind of discuss the Lilly gene in particular, just because we feel like Lilly is one of those things that a lot of people want to pair other genes to,
right?
Just to see what that Lilly is going to do with it. Like,
absolutely.
For instance, we had a really, really impressive Lilly pop out this past, I guess it was this past year, yeah.
2 years, yeah.
It's 2 years ago. Yeah, it's 2 years ago, because she's now in our Frappuccino program, actually. But that being said, she is just an insane extreme tiger that has the Lilly gene over the top of it, and that tiger pattern is so strong that it is breaking through the Lilly, and it's causing these little dots of color and speckles everywhere, and it looks absolutely just insane. So just understanding what the other genetics, the other morphs and things paired with the Lilly does to further that.
Yeah, well, all just talking about is gene stacking.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes.
Making sure you know exactly the direction at least you want to head in. Maybe not knowing the end result of what you're going to end up with, but where you want to head with it. At least if you know the direction, then you can map out a plan. But gene stacking is always going to be the way to go, because we keep referring it over to the ball python world,
Yes,
which
we
is
do.
exactly whether it was incomplete dominance or recessives. It's the same exact thing going on over here in the Crested gecko world. Reptiles are going to be reptiles, so you want to take them to the next level. Pack that animal full of genes and see what you create. It's fun. It's very fun to be creative and see where to go. But the thing about it is, every single one, in our heads, our opinion, every single one of those genes, you're going to want to be high quality.
Absolutely.
Or as best as possible. So I think that's why we haven't had too much trouble, moving any of our inventory when it comes to the Lilly Whites, because when you offer, high quality, you bring high quality in, you push high quality out. That's what we're striving for.
Yeah, I remember way back when we first kind of started, and we were looking at different breeders and stuff, and we talked about like Hector, we talked about Emily Burke, we've talked about some of these breeders.
Chase,
Zengex. Chase, we actually have one of our main Lilies that we got.
Beautiful.
Is from Chase at Zengex. Her name is Ash, and she's churned out some hets for us, some exotic
She's
hets.
phenomenal.
Just awesome. But when we talk about those breeders, what we strive to be like was that everything that came out of those breeders, the ones that we mentioned and the multiple others, were just excellent, A grade. Like every time I've seen Fireside, Kevin Moody, like just so many different breeders out there that are just pumping out just A+ quality things all the time. And that's what we strive to be like.
And plus, it's like a work of art. You could tell that people are taking pride in their work, in their projects.
Absolutely.
Because you're the person, you're the brains behind it. The geckos are doing the work; they're putting in the work, but you're the brains behind the actual pairings, and it takes a lot of forethought to sit there and say, "Hey, I'm gonna put this gecko with this gecko," and actually keep track of what they're producing. Take awesome pictures, which goes down a whole nother rabbit hole.
Oh, yes.
Of trying to show off what you're working with. There's so many breeders that we can't even start to freaking name that just does that on a whole nother level and inspire us to continue to do what we do.
Absolutely.
So we done kind of rambled on long enough on the Lilly White jean. We still love it. Always think of every single jean, no matter how high end a jean may be, as this one ingredient to what you're cooking in your programs. So that's Will, Audra, Flawless Crested Geckos. We are out.
Bye.